Boom, baby, we are live. Welcome to the Tokyo Crypto Show, episode 85. And the hope is certainly alive because Bitcoin is at 51,000 US dollars. I am the host of the show, and I'm joined by my co-host, Charlie from cultivatecrypto.com. Charlie, how you doing, man?
Doing good. Enjoying the gains, baby. I mean, yeah, it's nice to see Bitcoin finally breaking 51K solidly. We have plenty of higher price targets for Bitcoin in the coming weeks, leading up to the crypto mindset course, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's going to be a hell of a ride over the next 1 month.
Yeah, we have got so much coming our way, and it's just crazy. It's like it's it's mind blowing, to be honest with you. It's absolutely mind blowing. Looking at what is happening, I mean, sweet God, this shit is just insane.
Yeah, well, you know what I did today, which is funny. I looked at gold and silver, right? Their increases that they've had. I mean, silver's had a pretty good increase. I think it was like 160 some percent since the COVID drop right back last March. And then you look at Bitcoin, right, compared to any of the other traditional assets in terms of a percentage gain. It's not even fair.
Not even fair. From Bitcoin's inception, the ROI is like what, 37,000%?
Yeah, but well, I mean, I can find out here in a second. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up on CoinMarketCap right now. Looks like the 37,722% ROI. And then it's up 77,996% from its first all-time low documented on an exchange at July 5th, 2013, 8 years ago.
Perfect. And
well, I just want to say this, guys. This is going to $100,000.
Oh, easy.
This is irrefutably going to $100,000. And here's the thing, right? We're gonna show you just a little something. We're gonna take a trip down memory lane, and we're gonna show you a skinnier version of me and Charlie. Take a look at us. This is 1 year ago, okay? And that is the Tokyo Crypto Show, episode 46. Bitcoin breaks $10,000 for the third time.
The funny thing is how is people's reaction to the price of Bitcoin currently at about $10,400 compared to where we were a year ago?
I know. Do you think people are still saying Bitcoin's a scam, or are they lining up out the door right now? Because
they're completely apathetic, I think.
Yeah, well, fuck them. I don't care. Not much has changed. Not much has changed.
That Matrix background needs to come back or something.
I know, right? I did enjoy the Matrix background. I don't give a good goddamn. I'm trying to get my hands on more, and I've been waiting for this to dip strategically since the beginning of the goddamn year, and I don't even know if this is going to happen anymore. I mean,
that's the emotion that Bitcoin basically waits for, people to perfectly feel. It's like, okay, everything on the technical wise looks like Bitcoin should have a downturn, right? At least for like a week or 2 weeks. And it did yesterday for a couple $100, for a day. But it's one of those things where you get to a certain point and Bitcoin's just like, I don't know. It's like when your mother or somebody in your family just pushes that one button of yours really like, a lot, and they just get under your skin. That's kind of how Bitcoin does it when it gets to really high peaks or really low troughs. It's just like one of those things where it feels like shit. This thing's never going to turn around, both, when it was at 3,000 or, currently at 10,400 and something,
Skip to the chart.
These are the years.
Ah.
So you can see on a
charting.
non-log scale, you know, it's still an
All right, here we go. Let's check the charting.
here. If we were to zoom out like really, really far,
That's juicy.
and we're just to take like from the very early stages, and I could probably even reduce this and just say something like this, you know, but I just to make it, you know, a little bit longer, we could do like that. Doesn't really matter where the bottom of the trend line is.
Mm-hmm.
But we're basically coming into this decision-making time here. If, you know, this is a trend line, which is successful. So it's just something that I've been looking at a little bit recently, which is kind of interesting because it does line up with the halving kind of perfectly. The halving coming here in early May, right? So I believe we get a lot of bounces between probably 8.2K and up here at maybe 11,500. We bounce between that area, and probably the majority of it within the next, what's this here, until maybe early June maximum or latest. So we keep bouncing, and then basically Bitcoin has to make a decision. And the coolest thing with this is that it's pretty easy decision, because with the halving, you know, it kind of pushes it in one direction, which is mainly up. And so, you know, once Bitcoin breaks above that area, then we start seeing some good stuff. So that's, you know.
And here we are at $51,000 Bitcoin.
And we're not done yet.
You're welcome. You guys are all welcome. Thanks for make sure you're hitting that like button. Thanks for the hate mail.
Well, I know a lot of guys who, well, not a lot of guys. I know a few guys who are paying attention to us and actually taking action during that time, right? And you know, Greg B, dip buyer of the year 2020. This year we're going to see if there's any contenders for that title. Get your dip buying hands ready for this summer. Then, you know, there's also, I mean, Tony S has been paying attention to our channel since the inception. Myron has made a really good chunk of change. He mentioned that on Instagram today. You know,
Myron's so hard-headed. I had to like yell at him when we were in Miami in January, and because Myron is just like, you know, he's Arab and he's like so alpha and he's just like fucking dialed in all the time. And I was like, Myron, you fucking thick-headed idiot. I was like, snap out of your fucking blinders and pick up your phone right now and buy one Ethereum. Because I was like,
Perfect.
Buy one Ethereum now. Just buy. He's like, I don't know, it's kind of risky. I was like, you don't know what you're talking about. Fucking buy Ethereum. And I was arguing with him in the streets of Miami. Finally, he's like, I'm about to buy this. Are you sure? He's like, I trust you. I'm about to buy this. And I was like, yes, buy it. And he bought it. And then now the testimonials are coming in. So, you know, we're like, and guys, listen, history is going to repeat itself. I know today we're going to talk about Bitcoin, but $10,000 Ethereum is coming.
oh yeah. Well, did you know?
Go ahead.
Interesting fact for today. Ethereum is now worth more than gold. 1 ounce of gold.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. R.I.P. Peter Schiff. Somebody told me the other day, like, I just bought some gold. I was like, all right, boomer. Congratulations.
Much better off buying Ethereum.
You know, so we got a lot of stuff here coming up for you, but we're gonna talk to you guys about you know, why we're here at 51,000. What is the future going to hold for us? And I'm going to talk more about the fundamentals of why Bitcoin is accelerating at the moment it is. I don't see it cooling off anytime soon. I think I've been watching a lot of charting stuff, and I've been just like watching stuff until my nose bleeds. Like I've just been absorbing data, and like from credible sources too, not like MSNBC or fucking Bloomberg or that what are these clueless
Mainstream
morons, dude.
Dude, we've been looking at some clips on that on my channel from time to time.
I've been
the last
watching.
few weeks.
Yeah, no, I've been watching.
It's hilarious to watch like how uneducated these. You know, I don't want to. I'll just say MFers. You know, in this case, so we keep it kosher on YouTube, but. Yeah, just how uneducated people who are on financial channels are talking about crypto is just astounding.
Yeah, it's insane, man, because quite frankly, like I've been telling a lot of people, I've been like a broken record. I've been saying everything this year. Buy Ethereum, and I said you're gonna see some crazy shit in December. Buy Ethereum, and I said, look, I said straight up, dude, you can see motherfuckers jumping off buildings, killing themselves in December because they lost their paper wallet, they lost their Bitcoin, their dog ate their treasure. Like you're gonna see. Like I'm not joking. Like I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be comical. I was very doubtful that we would experience what we experienced in 2017, and here we are in the thick of it again. I'm seeing scams pop up.
Mhm.
You know, our buddy Ray went to like some mining scam thing. I was like, dude, do not sign up for that. I'm seeing crypto hoes shilling titties and affiliate links. I'm seeing scams pop up. I'm just seeing endless amounts of signs that we're in the bull market. Like I think the guys, because you know I'm in the crypto mindset Telegram chat that comes with your enrollment, and some of these guys are like, I only made 25% of my portfolio last month, and I'm like, dude, do you understand? Like in the traditional markets, like these motherfuckers would be jumping off the building if they had 25% gains in a year. Like you guys get it in a month. You guys are spoiled rotten. So,
Exactly.
It's all good. Shout out to Jared Hidden, donated $4.99 super chat to Charlie's channel. He says,
yeah.
I can't believe how much you've changed my life. You two rock. You're welcome. And let me do a catch up here. Jeffrey Fallot with the 10 Canadian dollars says, this episode was life-changing for me, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Oh, was that the one we did last year? Oh, that's pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah, that chart was pretty juicy. I like, going back and looking at when we can, right, at the stuff that we've done in the past, because it tends to be very on point.
We're good, man. We're good. We're underrated. I mean, John McAfee was on the show. I'm going to make an official announcement here, and we could fail miserably. We could fail. Charlie doesn't even know about this, but we saw a very prominent figure in entrepreneurship who has been making the rounds onto channels with less subscribers than mine. And we're having our intern, Jordan, work to trying to book Mark Cuban to come talk to us.
Hell yeah.
So we just got, Charlie didn't even know about that. We got the ball rolling. Jordan and I, a couple hours ago, we saw he was on some like hillbilly chicks, like some chicks podcast with like a crappy camera, and like, he was there for an hour, and I'm like, Jesus Christ,
wow.
So no promises. We did have John McAfee on our show before he went to prison, and
Good
one of the
we got that.
Yeah, one of the few interviews that he did before he went and got locked up. We're going to work towards getting Mark Cuban on the show because he was really nasty and anti-crypto for a while, and now he's talking. Oh, dude, now he's talking. So just so you guys know, Mark Cuban has publicly announced that he has whale status in the following coins, except for the last one. He's whale status in Bitcoin. He's whale status in Ethereum. He's whale status in Aave. He's whale status in Sushi. And he does own, but he is not a whale in Litecoin. So if you look at those coins we just mentioned and look at the altcoin predictions we did the other day, I mean, I just want to talk about this too. I got to bring it up. We were telling you guys again, and a lot of people who took action made a boatload of cash. Okay, when DOT was $4 in December, we were saying, guys, it was the last Tokyo Crypto Show, I believe. It was December, right? It was December. I'm pretty sure it was December.
The last Tokyo Crypto Show we did was the beginning of December, I believe.
And we were telling you guys that DOT is going to take off. Now DOT is at $31, so it's gone from 4 to 31, and that is more than a 7x return in less than 3 months. Funnily enough, I was supposed to I told Charlie I was going to put $100,000 on it. And I was like, I'll just do it when I get back from America. I came back from America and it just went up. And I was like, well, there goes that. But, I lost all my crypto in a boating accident anyway, so it doesn't matter. So Charlie, what do you want to do? You want to talk about the chart? You want to look at the chart? What are we thinking here? Because
Yeah, I think we get a little bit of an update on what's happening with Bitcoin, where we're at, and
don't forget to mention what's going on March 5th with you.
Hell yeah, everybody jump into the Crypto Mindset Q2 2021 course coming out on, like I said, March 5th to March 9th. It will be available for sales. If you want to get on the waiting list, basically go over there to cryptomindsetcourse.com, put on your best email, then you'll be on the waiting list. And then on March 5th, as soon as it opens, you'll be notified, and yeah, you won't miss it. So it is only available for 5 days. On at midnight on March 9th, it will no longer be available for purchase. So you snooze, you lose, and then we will do the course from the 12th to the 23rd with a couple days off in the middle there. So we do 20 webinars during that to basically get you up to speed on crypto, no matter where you're at. So if you are a beginner, intermediate, or advanced, we have a slew of webinars for each group of people. So I would say, even if you attend, like 20% of the course, even you don't even attend the whole course, you have a very solid chance, as long as you pay attention of what not to do, and then you pay attention of what to do. You have an amazing chance through just even a few webinars to make more money than the course costs. It's $697. And yeah, we'll be helping you throughout the quarter two. And I think quarter two coming up will be, a little bit more different than the Q1. Q1, right? We've mainly been up, and then we had a bit of a downturn in January, but I think we're going to be talking a little bit more about defense in this course this time around, because I think it's good to be able to play good offense in crypto, but in a bull market, right? Everybody's winning. You got to be able to maintain your gains and be able to make sure that you know how to keep your profits, because easy come, easy go. We want to make sure that doesn't happen. We want to make sure that you guys maximize the amount of money that you can make in this bull market. So we have a lot of people coming back from the previous quarters, paying again to jump in because they know the value. I mean, I was having a consultation yesterday with a guy who's made $100,000 in profit just from taking the course.
So guys, don't forget. So to the TLDR, if you are not on the waiting list, you will not get the alert. Okay, there are only 5 days where you can sign up to be enrolled in the course. That is starting March 5th, March 6th, March 7th, and March 8th. Okay, so March 6th, March 7th, March 8th, March 9th, and March 10th. These are 5 days that you're able to enroll in the course. Okay, March 10th at midnight, you cannot get in. You cannot get the 20 webinars. You cannot get the Telegram chat. And you cannot get access to the private database that has all the previous videos as well. So if you want to get on the waiting list, you have to realize Charlie is getting 80 people signing up per day on this waiting list. The demand is through the roof. If you do not secure your spot, you will lose money. And I hope you don't jump off a building in December. To prevent your own suicide, when you go to this website, go to cryptomindsetcourse.com, and you put your email address in right here, and you just click here. Click to sign up. This is not going to charge you any money. It's 100% for free. All it's going to do is put you on a notice list, and on March 5th, you'll receive an email with a link to sign up. You click the link, you pay the fee, you sign up, and you make a fuckload of money. It's that simple.
Perfect. That's the way I like to hear it as well. And yeah, I wish I had that Elmo meme to give an illustration onto the joyride that is the crypto bull market train. But yeah, we won't show that one today.
Mac the Day Gamers announced his really solid course, Insane Value for Money. Mac Mac is just English teacher only here in Tokyo, and he's made half of his annual salary in a couple months. And so It's going to be very crazy. It's going to be jam-packed. The Telegram chat is a bunch of degenerates, and I wouldn't have it any other way, to be honest with you. Shout out to my homie Mask. Love that guy.
He's a great dude.
Great guy. Fucking love that guy to death.
Dude, he has diamond hands for sure.
Oh, yes, he does. Yes, he does. So Converse says, are the guys from Q4 automatically enrolled like last time? No, Charlie
Nope.
was being a very, very generous man back then.
Yeah, that was for the guys who basically the Q4 2020 guys were the first guys to support us for the course. So that was a one-time only shot, right? The guys who got in at the very beginning, right? We were being generous to them, like John said there. From now on, it's every quarter we have a new strategy. So we're going to basically change up about a third of the course, at least, if not more, every single quarter to make sure that I mean, crypto one quarter in crypto is like a year or more in any other market, like
Jesus
10 years
Christ,
sometimes, right?
I feel like I've been back in Tokyo now, literally for 1 month. Like today, like today I've been in Tokyo for 1 month. I feel like I've been here for 4 months, dude.
Yeah,
Because you know my webinars are going on for the Masculine Empowerment Network, and then the markets are just insane. Like I don't need to work for the rest of the year. Like at this point right now, I could literally get on a jet, chill out in Hawaii in an Airbnb, $50 a day, and just drink coconuts and eat steak plates for the rest of the year. Come back in December, collect my bag, and just lather, rinse, repeat, do it all over again. So, you know, this is
printing
insane.
money.
Charlie, are the Q1 guys already on the waiting list, or should we sign up again? If you sign up again, make sure you use the same email address, because there is we had an email migration, so you may or may not be on the list. So if you want to make sure, just put another email address in there to secure your spot, because there's no mercy, because Charlie is drowning in work.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of the crypto plague. Like ever since 2013, right, when Bitcoin had its first major run up to like $1,000. You know, it's all these crypto companies. They deal with a scaling issue, right? Which is it's real. Like when I saw everybody coming into the last quarter's course, I was like, oh, we got a lot of people coming in here. This is good. And this quarter has been a scaling quarter for me. So definitely learning a lot in terms of how to scale a business, and that's something that's a very valuable skill. But we see a lot of crypto companies going through this. You know, everybody wants to come in at once, and it's like, been telling you guys for 2 years, right, how to get into crypto. So I get, with the price, but we're doing our best.
Yeah, and it is what it is. You know, it's a good problem to have.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So that being said, looking at this situation we have here, we are looking at we're going to go over the chart. We're going to just talk a little bit about why Bitcoin's at 51,000, why it's going to continue to move past $50,000 easily. We hit 50,000 yesterday, and then, originally the title of the show was Bitcoin hits 50,000. We put it up, and then I was like, oh God, it's at 51,000. I had to call Jordan and be like, hey, can you change the thumbnail? Can you change the description? It's at 51,000. And it was only a matter of hours. He's like, Jesus Christ, you serious? I was like, yeah, this thing's going insane. So shout out to Raymond Drake, who just got on the waiting list. Definitely not planning to jump off any buildings. That is good. Gavin Meehan says, how much is the course? It is only $697. $697. And if you play your cards right, we will probably, can't guarantee you, but everybody who has joined the course previously all made their course money back and some. This is still quarter one early. We're basically coming into quarter two here, but
preparing for quarter two.
You're still early. Bitcoin is still going to double in price minimum. And you guys, and a lot of you guys are just thinking, how do I get Bitcoin? How do I get Bitcoin? Listen, with our guidance, we're going to show you the right coins, because with Bitcoin right now, you can only 2x your money. But with situations like Ethereum and other coins, you can 5x. You can still 20x with certain coins like Celsius, and way more many coins that we're going to talk about. But if you don't get into our educational course, I can guarantee you're going to make money in this bull market, and then you're going to lose it all. So, cryptomindsetcourse.com. Marcus III says, other than BTC and ETH, I'm going to ape into course. Q2 course. Q1 course was great. Don't miss out. Shout out to you, big dog. So let's go. We want to take a look at the charts and see what's going on.
Hell yeah. So let me show this one thing, which is great.
Do it. Is it the Pump It Up song?
I like James. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, here we go. All right, can you see that?
We can. Here we go.
All right. So ignore a lot of the clutter. I could just basically take off
Yeah, there you go.
clutter. There we go.
That is so beautiful.
And like if I zoom out,
Stairway to heaven, man.
yeah. Like when people do this off of linear scale, it looks ridiculous, right? You're like, oh my God, this thing is going so crazy, like it's gonna fall down, right? If you put it on log scale, though, which is the way that you need to be looking at it to be able to look at the chart patterns properly, you can see, yeah, it is a pretty parabolic increase, but at the same time, right, most of that parabolic increase has happened since Bitcoin broke here at 20K. So we had this one major pullback since then. All right, and we're going up again. So we'll see how the next pullback plays out. So it's not straight up, but it's pretty good, right? And not too shabby.
Of the year.
Yeah, exactly, right. And so I let's put on the drawings, and yeah, it gets a little complicated. But that same triangle, right, is there on this chart that we showed from last year. Same resistance lines as well. But in terms of this right here, we have a 1,200% increase from the beer bug crash basically until where we are now. So after that major crash, right, Bitcoin bounced back over 1,200%. Whereas I think silver, right, which is doing really well and good for silver, is I think cute. Like 100. Yeah, exactly, right. 160% increase over that same period of time. So yeah, and right now Ethereum's price, right, is 1819. And if I just go over here and put in good old gold, which don't say don't invest in it, but yeah, it's 1782, and then go back to Ethereum. 1819. So Ethereum, like we said before, right, is outpacing gold, which is awesome. So anyways, if we come back here down to the daily chart, right, for Bitcoin, we have a couple things to notice just on the recent price action, which is we broke this downtrend. We're coming up. Our first target was this area around 47 to 50,000. We're clearing that right now. The date to pay attention to, which I've been mentioning on my channel quite frequently over the last couple of weeks, is February 22nd. I put it on the 23rd here, February 22nd. What we want to see is Bitcoin stay above these previous lows and then break past new highs past the 22nd, and then we'll continue this bullish pattern most likely into March. Yeah, so we got a good rise coming on this. We do have higher price targets, but kind of looking at the macro view, right? This $100,000, $90,000 to $100,000 price target we've put on this chart, or we've been talking about this basically since Bitcoin was around $5,000 in 2019. I remember, when we were talking on the Tokyo Crypto Show, I think it was like episode 4 or 5, right? It was April of 2019, and yeah, that just if we go back to that, even on the weekly chart, it was the that big increase here, right? That a few of those coordinated orders bought like $100 million of Bitcoin, and it brought it from 4,000 to 5,100 or 5,200. We thought, $100 million Bitcoin, wow, that's a lot of money going into Bitcoin, right? Yeah. But now, right, with this increase that we've had here, just over the last few weeks, we have Elon Musk and Tesla talking about buying $1.5 billion of Bitcoin. So, yeah, things are changing just
when
a little bit.
When the richest man in the world does something, people copy. Okay.
Oh, as they should.
Elon Musk could jump off a building tomorrow, and then we would have at least 10,000 people jumping off buildings. I swear to God, dude.
Yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, exactly. And I think our friend Tom Bombadil even said the receptionist at his hotel or something bought Dogecoin. That's hilarious.
Jesus Christ.
Can't save them all,
Let them burn.
But yeah, so we've been talking about this $90,000 to $100,000 price target for Bitcoin for quite a long time, and I do think it will get exceeded, right? So that's been the price target since April of 2019 at least. And looking here at the stock to flow ratio chart, I think you can see, right, basically, as we were talking about for the longest time on this show, from October 2021 through early 2024, at some point within there, Bitcoin will break 100K, right? And what has it done every time it's broke its previous stock to flow ratio level? it's over exceeded that level, right? And then came back a little bit below it, got the halving, and then increased again. So the next time we have the halving will be spring to summer of 2024, right? So that's when we will have a stable, relatively stable $100,000 Bitcoin, right? And then we'll get another increase there. The stock to flow ratio is talking about $1 million, right? By 2025, 2026, 2027. So that's quite interesting as well. But yeah, this parabolic increase that we have here is kind of similar. It's the last bull market was actually kind of a gradual one compared to the stock to flow ratio, but the one here in 2013, going from $11 to $230, coming back and then doing it again from $100 to $1,100. I believe we get some sort of mixture between these two, right? Obviously, we're pretty parabolic along this trend line. So at some point, do we get a pullback like we got here, or do we kind of have a maybe slow down and get more of a gradual increase like we had in 2017? So I think there could, history rhymes, but it doesn't repeat exactly. So it'll be interesting to watch. But regardless, right, the long-term target is above $100,000, right? Here, the target for the stock to flow ratio in the last one, obviously stock to flow ratio came out in 2019 in terms of being published. So this is the data in retrospect, but the target according to that was 5,500 and it went to 20,000, right? So that was a 4 times higher. So 100,000 times 4, right? It would be 400,000. So that would be kind of like the maximum, in a bull market that you could see with Bitcoin. But I think we're going to get a few surprises with volatility. I think you see here, right, a lot of news articles talking about volatility. So this is going to be one of the trends that we see the media talking about, people freaking out about.
Fuck them all. Sorry, I hate them. I hate them.
Of course. But their narratives do run the normies and how they look at the markets, right? So that's why it's important to kind of figure out, what they're thinking so that we can use it as a counter indicator for a lot of the times. But yeah, so we're seeing a very good increase with Bitcoin. The stock to flow ratio is definitely on track. Ethereum will follow Bitcoin and will outpace Bitcoin percentage-wise during that. So we already hit on Ethereum, right? We came out of this ascending wedge or rising wedge, and we broke out and we hit that initial target of 1,800, right? We had a bit of a downtrend here for a short period of time, and now we're regaining that 1,800 level for a further increase. So everything's looking positive. Even the Bitcoin dominance, right, is kind of neutral right now. So that's allowing Bitcoin as well as Ethereum and the altcoins or at least the strong altcoins, allowing a lot of these to grow well together. So everything's looking positive. We're bullish.
It looks real good. And then, I actually have a chart that I want to show you guys. It's a little bit more simpler because, I'm not as smart as Charlie, but for you guys, that stuff is kind of real technical. If you just take a look at this chart here, you can see Bitcoin equals number go up. So definitely buy some Bitcoin. I think that's really going to I think this is the most effective chart. This is approved as well, as you can see by that check mark.
Especially the longer time frame you have on it, right? So if you're looking over the course of a decade, number go up. If you're looking at over the course of a week, sometimes it's different.
Number definitely go up. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Number go up. Shout out to got some phenomenal testimonies. James Dean says, greeting from the UK to my favorite content makers. MLD has helped me with women and my dating via body language mastery and SALT. Charlie's course has helped a crypto veteran increase portfolio by over $100,000. Congratulations on $50,000 Bitcoin. And then Chris R. With the $4.99 super chat says up to $650K on $150K initial bag. Just following Charlie's advice from the course last September.
Hell yeah.
And that bag, I know exactly who this is and what he's holding. You're heading to $1 million, so you're welcome.
Easy.
I expect $1,000 donation from every member who's watching right now once you hit $1 million, and it has to be done live on this show. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, this is just amazing times right now. This is truly something that is once every 4 years, and this is a miraculous moment, especially in the midst of this disgusting beer bug situation going on. It can like this doesn't like guys. This doesn't have to be a bad time for you, all you guys out there, and the girls watching too. Apparently, you got some girls watching.
Yeah.
There's a KK and Tina is watching. So it's up to you. So there's just a lot of money to be made, and
I really respect the guys who are willing to put in the work and put in the elbow grease. Like, there's some, during, the beer bug stuff, right, to actually go and apply themselves to learn something new and make money on it while everybody else is complaining about, not having enough money out there, right?
Marcelo Goncalves says, found out about you guys in the Richard Cooper channel. At the time, ETH, which is Ethereum, was between $250 to $400. I was going to buy 3, didn't. LOL, that's why I'm here today. Well, just make sure you take your rear end down to www.cryptomindsetcourse.com, get on the waiting list, sign up, and strap in, baby, because we're going to the moon. I mean, for a lot of people, when I came into this crypto game, I was like, I just want to be able to buy a house from my Bitcoin goals. And, I set the bar way too low. I could buy several houses right now. And
that's great, because then you have money to hold, right? A lot of money to hold. And then you can use that to generate yield and interest for yourself. Have something to take out loans on when you need, and just a nice little savings account / money printer when you need it.
Yep. And again, for the Americans, not even just for the Americans, but for the world, really, that Biden, the Joe Biden funny money is coming. $1.9 trillion. That's they did 1.9 because they didn't want to say 2. Okay, let's just get that out the way. Then they don't just like, oh yeah, 1.9. That sounds good. $2 trillion. I've seen some versions of it are $2.4 trillion are coming to the economy in this year. Okay. And if you don't think people are going to be buying Dogecoin, if you don't think people, excuse me, if you don't think people are going to be buying Bitcoin, if you don't think people are going to be buying Ethereum, you've lost your mind. A lot of people are going to take this stimulus money and buy coins. They're going to get wrecked. However, it's going to red pill them on like, whoa, Bitcoin. Whoa, what is this? Like, you're going to see, like, I think we're approaching, what's it called? Terminal velocity. I think we're like getting, like, because once guys, you have to understand, if you're watching this right now, you're still in the very beginning. Like, it may not, a lot of you guys are freaking out. I have guys in my groups like having panic attacks in their cars. Like, I didn't get my money. And like, I didn't deposit it. I'm going to lose all this money. Like, I'm seeing people lose their minds.
Yeah,
absolutely. And even you're still early, guys. For the common man, let's be honest, Bitcoin is unachievable at this point. $51,000. The average guy doesn't have that kind of money. But he does have $1,800 for Ethereum. And Ethereum is going to go to $10,000 and eventually $20,000. Everything's being built on Ethereum. Everything. So, the money's made in the gold rush, not by looking for gold, but by selling shovels and selling denim jeans. You know what I mean? And that's what Ethereum's doing. Celsius is kind of doing that is by eating all the gas fees the way they're, doing their lending and whatnot. So, like I said, this year, I told you, for the guys that watch my show, because I know we're broadcasting on Charlie's channel as well. Like I said, last year, 2020 was the year of plenty, and 2021 is the year of crypto fun. I was not joking. I didn't name an entire year and drag my brand behind me to be wrong. So, there's just endless amounts of money here. Don DeMarco with the 199 super chat says Kraken versus Coinbase for crypto. Charlie?
Kraken. Kraken's a little bit less user friendly, but better selection of coins and tends to have better response time as well.
Yep. Yeah. So
Coinbase just shuts down like a crybaby just sleeping under the desk or laying under the desk, curling in that ball. You know that meme. That's what they do whenever, there's too much volume, or whatever, they just shut down their website. Versus, Kraken. Yeah, everybody has issues, like Binance has issues for a little bit too, but they allow you to, you have a better chance of having better uptime for that. But then also, like, it's good to have two accounts, right? Just so that you have, if one does go down, that you have another option to work with, and you don't need to keep your money there, right? You have your private wallet, your private keys that you're holding either on something like Bread Wallet or a Trezor, and then then when you need those exchanges, right, then you can use them. But if one of them is down, then you have another option.
It's like in college when you wanted to smoke weed. You want to make sure you have all three dealers on the phone in case one guy's out and the other guy can't get you what you want. You have multiple sources. You should have multiple on ramps as well, because
exactly.
Coinbase, multi-billion-dollar company, but our servers crashed. They've been crashing since 2017. We're really, 4 years later, we really think we're gonna figure this one out.
Yeah, I think Coinbase, they've used it as an excuse for a long time to not give people great opportunities and for them to make more money. It's pretty ass backwards, but people are finally calling them up.
They're doing the crypto blood sports now. Kraken versus Binance for crypto. I would say Binance.
Yeah, exactly. If you're going to be doing a lot of movement on it, Binance. But if you're going to be connecting it to your bank account, then Kraken. So Binance is best as an account that you don't need verified.
Yeah, exactly. There was another one. This guy here said, so Ragnar Benson said, Ethereum gas fees are out of control. Flare will be better. I don't know what Flare is, but
it's related to Ripple.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That's how it's how irrelevant it is. This guy was not involved in the 2017 bull run, because this is exactly what happened with Bitcoin in 2017 December. The mempool was slammed. It was jam packed. It was backed up. Transaction fees were like $200 sometimes. They were insane. And this is the exact same thing that was happening in 2017. So we have actually, I wanted to bring this up again. There's a phenomenal genius trader that Charlie and I are both friends with. Charlie has communicated with him. We're not really friends, but his name is Bob Lucas. And if you take a look at Bob's Twitter here, you can see here, Bob Lucas, he just tweeted this out. Total crypto market cap just confirms a big secular bull market. For reference, 22 years ago, 285 internet stocks had a peak market cap of $3 trillion. Adjusting for total stock cap inflation, maybe $6 trillion in today's dollars. Okay. There was another one he put out on his profile, which was not here. I was reading this. Okay, this is a phenomenal. You should definitely check this out here.
Oh yeah, Bob Lucas is an OG, man. Like, his information is great.
So it says, just gobbling up supply pressure, short-lived consolidation in an otherwise powerful uptrend. Just respect price, trend, and trajectory. Markets generally resolve in the direction of least resistance while allowing for historical volume bounds. And then this was the most important one for me. Sunday's shakeout paves the way for continuation, especially after this 8-day pause. Bitcoin. The cycles are perfectly set up for a significant run starting now. If the prior two cycles repeat, upside is potential $80,000 with less than 4 weeks. So you're literally looking at, before March 16th, we're going to see a potential upside of $80,000 US. Let's be honest, some of you guys don't make $80,000 a year. Statistically speaking, the majority of you don't. So again, if I may quote Samuel L. Jackson from Jurassic Park, hold on to your butts.
There's a good meme on that. There's actually a good crypto meme on that a few weeks ago. That's a great one. Going to 80K, right? Just as an example of like an upper target, right? A very high target. Doing that within 4 weeks, that's going to create some crazy volatility, right? So like, that's where the defensive strategy comes in heavy, right? It's like, okay, so how do I play this uptrend, right? Okay, make my gains, and then how do I not realize those gains at least, but how do I maintain those gains if we do get a significant pullback from a very parabolic increase in price? Offense, does amazing things, but defense wins championships. And I believe this bull market, we're going to have a lot of swinging, right? I told everybody on this channel, right, a year and a half ago that once Bitcoin gets above 10, 20K, then $1,000 swings, $5,000 swings within a day are going to be absolutely normal for Bitcoin. What do we see here before the show? Right, Bitcoin going from like 48,000 and some hundred to 51,000 some hundred, right? $3,000 some $100 move within just 12 hours or less. So these are absolutely normal in terms of percentage increases compared to last bull markets. Actually, this bull market, believe it or not, is less volatile when you look at the percentages compared to the previous bull market. So for people who've actually been in for multiple cycles, it's actually a little bit easier to play this market. But that's where, let's say we get like a 30 or 40% pullback over, like a few week period. As long as you can take advantage of those, right? With a defense and offensive mix strategy, that will help prepare you for the end of the bull market as well, to make sure that you are most profitable and maintaining your gains. Because the last thing you want to see is, right, buying Bitcoin at, let's say, $25,000, seeing it go up to $225,000, and then watching it go back down to $50,000, right? You want to make sure that you realize those gains along the way. So I think that defensive strategy is absolutely important.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, to be honest with you, it is slightly past the point of like just easy money. Slightly. Yeah. It is slightly past that, to be honest with you guys. However, we're not here to tell you to, that you should just buy this and then sell here and buy here. We're not, that's not, Charlie's crypto course is not for that. We teach you to be competent, okay? And let me tell you something. I know a lot of you guys aren't looking forward to the end of this bull market, but Charlie and I are, because we're going to short the shit out of this fucking thing, and we're going to make millions of dollars on the way down as well. Once you become competent, it doesn't matter which way the market is moving. As long as it's not, puttering along sideways like the fucking NASDAQ and all those other shit fucking investments that are all fueled with funny fake money from the Federal Reserve, you're going to make money. And that's what Charlie teaches in the Crypto Mindset course. And that is what, we're going to be in there. I teach more of the fundamental side and just kind of like the common man approach to it, how to stay sober when you get crypto gains delusion. It is a rampant disease in bull markets. You see these guys, like they make like $50,000 and like, you know what? I'm going to take a second mortgage out of my house and I'm going to put it all in Ripple. I'm like, all right, better get a second job to pay off that debt because you're screwed. Yep. So we teach you the total package with what's going on. Somebody just sent you a big fat $20 downo.
Appreciate
Armando
it,
Rio says, what up, Charlie? Getting ready for my consultation tonight with you. Feel like a hooker about to walk into church. Gang, baby.
Hey, man, we got to live a little bit of that crypto degenerate life, right? Live a little of that crypto degen life. But at the same time, you got to take communion sometimes and make sure that you are blessed and that you make sure that you're on the right path to, self-sovereignty, right? Because that's why we're all here, because we do not want to make our financial future in the hand. We don't want to put our financial future in the hands of any government fiat currency or market that's massively manipulated. We want to educate ourselves to be in control of our own money and our own destinies, which if you can control your own money, your own financial sovereignty, that there's so many things that free up in your life, it's ridiculous.
Party Planner 777 says, billions, y'all are going to make billions. John and Charlie, thank you so much. He actually sent us a digital blessing on Twitter. Did you see this? He's actually ready to bless us and keep all of the bears away.
Yeah, check my response to that tweet.
Thank you so much. I refuse to click around on Twitter while the screen share is open.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I just said, blessed be thy begs, for they shall pamp.
So thank you to our Lord and Savior, Party Planner 777, formerly known as Tom Bombadil. We love you, Tom. We through your emotional roller coaster that you're living on this life. We love you. We support you. Yeah, man. So that's just pretty much the gist of it. We just wanted to give you an overall market view. We're gonna do a quick 5-minute Q&A for you guys in the chat. So go ahead and put your questions in right now. Julius Novacrono says, did a one-on-one with Charlie last night. It was great. Absolutely. There is Marco says, except for not being real crypto, right? And he's doing the disparaging, the Asperger typing. What's wrong with XRP if it can make me money? Hey, you know what? If a coin has a history of corruption and a history of stagnation, you go ahead, you buy all that, Ripple, buddy. You pump that bag. I really believe in you, Marco. What the fuck do we know, right? Charlie, making people millions, making people millions. Fuck us, right? Buy Ripple. Go ahead, buddy.
And there's a part of me that's right. Like, okay, I'm not here to decide personally, right? The market doesn't give a shit what Bitcoin doesn't give a shit what I think. Neither does any other coin, right? So let the market decide. What has the market decided on Ripple? The market has decided for 99.9% of the time during this bull market that Ripple is not the coin to be in, right? There are some small pumps. So if you do get some information on, a short-term play with Ripple, yeah, then by all means, if that's your game, more power to you. But yeah, like John said there, if you want to put a lot of money in it and you want to hold it for a long time, good luck, right? Mm-hmm. So, but
John Alba just sends a question to us. He says, we'll be on a work trip 2 weeks in March. Will there be some kind of playback for the webinars, or should I wait for a later time or wait up? Look, straight up, if you wait to sign up later, you're going to miss a lot of opportunity to make money.
Yeah, the next time the course will be coming out is in June. So, there's a whole lot of market to be had there.
Yeah. And so the course is, it's going to be you guys have to realize, most of you who are watching us right now, you're just getting into Bitcoin because you just heard the hype, okay? And the reason you heard the hype is because for the last 3 years, we've been building up to this moment. This happens once in every 4 years. And the mass amount of the money that you can make right now is in the year 2021. It is now February 17th. 1.5 months of this year, they're over. Okay? Profits are being pulled big time in December. Okay? Your education cannot be postponed. If you can get into these webinars and passively listen to it while you're working in your hotel, or you catch the replays and listen to them, if you're serious about making money and you're serious about getting this part of your life handled, I assure you, you will be very upset that you didn't get in as early as possible. If you wait until this summer, forget about it.
Yeah, this was kind of the pattern that we had in the last quarter, right? Was most guys, there's so many guys that, right, message me and be like, man, I dropped the ball by not getting in the last course. I'm just frantically playing catch up, and trying to do that on my own. And so a lot of those guys, they're definitely getting into the next course to make sure that they don't make that type of mistake again. But yeah, we do record the webinars. We make sure to put them up. So you'll be able to do it on your time, and it's there for, you have access to it going forward. So, it's something that you can kind of always come back to and review.
Solomon D says, link to course. You're just going to get on this one right here, which is on the screen, cryptomindsetcourse.com. It's not open. The course is open for registration only for 5 days. Okay. Just 5 days. And then it's closed and you have to wait until summer, and you have to watch all of us get rich, and you have to sit there in your cubicle with your worthless fiat dollars and be sad. Mask says, any estimate on when Ethereum might pump past 2K? 2 weeks. Trying to buy. Yeah.
Very soon.
Very soon. Very soon. Guys, you have to remember, I told you guys this earlier, and I'm going to bring it up again, my board. Okay. So it's really here's what's happening now. Okay, so this is what you're gonna see. Very, very elementary bull market stuff here. Okay, so right now you have to understand this. When it comes to the market, it's like goes like this. It's BTC versus everything else. Okay, everything else. All right, and so when BTC goes up, right, everything else usually goes down. When BTC goes down, everything else usually goes up because the capital, it's like a circle, okay? The capital comes in, flows into BTC, and then people put it into shit coins, and then they make their money, and then they put it back in BTC, and this is continuing with, and especially with the massive influx of new capital coming into this with PayPal, Grayscale, Tesla. I mean, this thing is just going to keep, this circle is going to keep going and going and going. So right now, again, BTC is going up. Bitcoin dominance is up. Everything else is going down or stagnating. You're going to have like couple, like, Kusama's having a nice little pump right now. But this is the general rule. So once Bitcoin decompresses, because it is, I think it's going to decompress below 50K very soon. And you're going to see other coins kind of get a breath of fresh air and then pump back up to new levels. And then you'll see like all these alts pumping. And then the market will suck everything back up to Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to hit 60 and then 70 and then 80 and then 90 and then 100. Okay. And then 100 is kind of like the first peak, according to a lot of experts.
But yeah, it's the blow off top will definitely go past there. So it's one of the psychological barriers are really interesting. Like at 40K, right? Around 42K, we had that kind of psychology barrier there. 50K, we're having that. We had that for the last few days. And then around 100K, right, there will be some psychological time that we need to kind of chill out around there before continuing up. But yeah, like we said before, it doesn't go straight up, but we will get there sooner rather than later.
Yep. And so that's going to do it for us today, guys. Don't forget, go to cryptomindsetcourse.com. If you want to book either of us for a crypto consultation, you can go to my website, modernlifedating.com, book a consultation with me. Charlie has quite the waiting list, so I'm actually going to start helping him with consultations. So for you guys that are beginners, it's 40 minutes for me. It's actually only $250. Charlie, I think you're at $300 an hour.
Yep, it's going to be shifting up relatively soon, but yep, that's where we're at.
And right after the crypto mindset course is over, it's going to go up to $400 an hour or more for Charlie to get a hold of him. So take action. Go to modernlifedating.com, book a consultation with me, or you go to cultivatecrypto.com, book a consultation with Charlie. But what's the waiting list? About a week for you? Week and a half, 2 weeks?
It's not so bad. I mean, basically what the process is, because I hired a guy to take care of anybody who basically comes in with a payment. So I had some payments that I had to basically catch up with at the earlier part of the month. So right now I'm just looking at the calendar, right? Basically Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week has some availability. So yeah, it's basically like a half a week to get on there. But once you do purchase a consultation or any other services from me, you will get a message from the Cultivate Crypto team within 24 hours. So yep, we're continuing to build here during the time that Bitcoin is coming up, because yeah, we just get a flood of stuff here. So we're scaling as we do that.
Yep. So we're here to help you. Help yourself. Thank you guys so much. Last minute question. Winston Wolf says, does this work like BLM with access through all quarters, or is it 1 quarter per payment? It is 1 quarter per payment, guys, because I said this is literally a once in 4 year lifetime event. I mean, guys, you don't, I don't know if you guys realize, but you will never see $10,000 Bitcoin again. It's over.
Yep.
Maybe like 50 years when there's like, Omega coin and it's like the best coin ever, like Bitcoin's irrelevant, but no, 10,000 Bitcoin. Good luck. Okay. Good luck. So that's going to do it, guys. That's going to do it for us today, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe right now. Help us out in the YouTube algorithm. You guys have a wonderful day. Make money, make muscles, learn game, live long and prosper. We'll see you next